welcome to the show. I'm gonna interview a little bit of you. We'll talk a little bit, and
For sure.
thank you for coming out today. And I'm gonna let you introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Where you come from, what your industry is, and what's your mission. So,
Yeah, man. Well, so my name is Memo Martinez. Born and raised in San Francisco, here in the Northern California area. I've been in business for 25 years in financial services. So I run a very successful agency. We have just under 300 licensed agents.
damn.
Yeah, across the United States. So yeah, it really started blowing up after pandemic. But really, what we want to do is we want to bring a financial awareness, financial literacy. I know that's kind of trending right now. But that's really what we want to do. We want to help the underserved middle Americans, right? The ones that are working hard. It's the ones that are stuck in the middle. Like if you're super wealthy, you're good.
Yeah.
In the United States, if you're super poor,
Yeah.
tons of support.
Yeah.
But the middle is like I make too much to get support, but not enough to really make it, right? So that's kind of our target audience, and I'm fortunate to be a board member of a nonprofit, the Hispanic American Leadership Council.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, but we want to be able to empower Hispanics all across the U.S. And give them as much support as we can. Whether it be outreach for people that are devastated by natural disasters, or even providing scholarships for those kids that really work super hard and they're trying to get into the college space and
Yeah.
advance that way.
I think you're trying to represent your community
Mhm.
and do more for the Hispanic community. That's really cool because then you're like, this is my domain. I want to take care of my people. It's like a prowess. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, to do that. And tell me what are some things that you wish school taught about finance for people, stuff like that.
Mm.
That because they never teach us anything really interesting in school.
No,
Like
for
that,
sure.
that's applicable.
Yeah.
It's stuff, but it's not really I can't take it. Take it, go make some money real quick.
No, I think, yeah, I mean, that's one of the hot buttons, right? Like, I think that the school does a great job of preparing us for a variety of things.
Mhm.
But I think that if we took a more proactive approach to not just like a semester or like a 1 week, 2 week crash course on, let's just try to pick stocks and let's see how your portfolio does. I think if we created something in the school system that was even from high school age or even like middle school age, but created like a part of core curriculum,
Yeah.
like maybe part of the math class, like, hey, let's teach budgeting. Let's teach, investing. Let's teach how home ownership really works, or, depending on what level they're at, but like gradually introduce to them concepts.
Yeah.
Then by the time they graduate, they're not going to be hit with things. And, I know there's a lot of companies right now that talk about, hey, download this app and we'll see where your money's going.
Mhm.
Like, that won't be necessary if we just indoctrinate certain thought processes of like saving, investing, and staying out of bad debt from a very early age, because that's where they get you, right? Like,
Yeah.
You graduate from school, now you're in college, you're living your best life, and
Yeah.
what's the first thing they do? It's like, hey man, let's get the student Visa card or the student MasterCard.
Exactly.
And it's like, and you're like, dude, I'm an adult now. Let me do my adulting thing, right? And,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to be for emergencies, right? But when you're in college, when you're a freshman, what's an emergency?
Yeah.
Like Friday night and I want to go on a
Nothing
date.
much. I mean, you're so healthy at that point.
Right.
But the cool thing, I was thinking of business models. I was like, damn, credit card. If I'm a credit card company, it's great. I just give them some money,
Right.
and then I make return on investment 30% every year forever.
Right.
That's better than any stocks.
You know what? Yeah, you're not wrong. And think about again, what are they purchasing at that stage of their life? Like pizza, shoes. So
Yeah.
they're financing that pizza for 3, 4, 5 years.
No, just finance it. That if I was a credit card company, I'd be so happy.
Right.
It's damn, I was like, damn, that's really how real wealth is made.
No, and again, that's who we want to help. Is we want to start curbing habits.
Mhm.
And man, I mean, the U.S. there's 300 million plus people that live here.
Yeah.
90% are middle class. So obviously, we're not going to help everybody.
Yeah.
But we have a huge untapped market, and we're never going to run out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, with the current situation, I mean, I think your business should be booming really good right now because the economy is taking a dip. Everyone's hurting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people are looking for that a way to protect their financial stocks and stuff from taking a big dip.
Yeah, no, it's really true. I think where our competitive edge is in the marketplace
Mhm.
is that we want to provide certainty
Yeah.
to all of our clients, because that's really what they have, is they have uncertainty, right? Like something happens in the news, all of a sudden it shakes up their decision-making process. It causes uncertainty. And when people are uncertain,
Yeah.
sometimes they make decisions that they normally wouldn't make.
Yeah.
And so what we want to do is bring that level of certainty into the conversation so that they can feel confident about the steps that they're about to take, right? And really, one of the things that we say in our company all the time is that a lot of people, they get in trouble because they try to time the market.
Yeah.
And which is a lot like playing double dutch with your money.
Yeah.
But it's never really trying to time the market. It's spending time in the market. So the more time you have, you're going to come out way ahead. You just got to give yourself the time and have some realistic expectations.
You got to bet with the casino.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can only be a player for so long.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. But that's, again, that's where they get in trouble. And that's where you hear a lot of the stories, which again sells headlines like, oh, the family invested money into this particular investment and the market crashed.
Yeah.
And then they lost everything. Well, they wouldn't have lost it if they had just stayed in.
Yeah.
Because what goes
The
up must come
recovery,
down,
the
and then
recovery.
it's always going to recover. I mean, think about places like in real estate. Like real estate historically is going to be more expensive in 10 years than it was when you bought it 10 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to stay in it long enough and not try to time it like you're an oracle or something.
Yeah, I mean, damn. I mean, what kind of mindset do you want to like give people in this current certainty? Because a lot of people are actually losing a lot of money right now. I'm seeing on the news. I know
Right.
a lot of friends are losing a lot of money. They have businesses. They have stocks. It's like, like what kind of mindset should we be going into this like grace period right now, the next 6 months?
No, that's a great question. When I'm sitting down with my clients and we're setting up strategies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I ask 3 questions. It's what's your goal?
Mm-hmm.
What's your time horizon? Is number 2. And number 3, what's your risk tolerance?
Yeah.
And that's like super important, right? Because instead of just doing a one-size-fits-all solution, I really want to know, like, what are you trying to accomplish? It was, well, I want to save $1 million. Okay, great. What's your time horizon? 6 months. Okay, well, unless you're dropping some serious money, let's have some realistic expectations as to when that's going to happen. And then, of course, the last one, like, what's your risk tolerance? Super important because, again, everybody likes the idea of making huge gains in the market, but they hate the idea of losing. Yeah. Right? But just like in the casino, right? The higher the risk, the higher the reward. Lower the risk, lower the reward. So again, you have to just kind of blend all those concepts together to really put together a solid solution for them that they, again, feel confident with. Yeah. So my thought process whenever I'm structuring something with any one of our families that we serve is, I know the market right now is doing X. Let's just call it, double digits, right?
Yeah. In the negative.
Right. So that's my question, right? So
it's like 20% down in the last year or something.
And that's the thing. So it's like, if you like the 20% up, right? Yeah. Would you be okay with being 20% down in the next few years? Right. And if you can stomach that, then great. Mm-hmm. But if you say, no, heck no, I don't want to lose. Okay, then your risk tolerance needs to be adjusted to the appropriate strategy so that you're not going to, or the likelihood that you're going to be 20% down is going to be less.
Yeah. I mean, you're playing it like the long-term way. So it's always going to be like a win, regardless big or small.
Correct.
Trajectories like golf, like long term.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing is like people they're not like educated. So like, is it most of the time when you're interviewing your clients or you're talking to your clients, is it most of the time like you have set products? Mm-hmm. It's just like you just got to educate them to pick one. Is that like kind of the thing?
Kinda. So our strategy with our business is it's all a la carte. So again, it's not like, hey, you want this package, right? It's more so, what are your needs? And then based on those needs, we can customize a solution for that individual. And so it's really figuring out like what they're trying to accomplish long term. What's their situation? Do you have kids? Do you not have kids? Yeah. Do you want to experience home ownership? Is that not important to you? So then we just try to create a good funnel so that they can get the right product mix to meet that. Because we work with a ton of companies, but I'm not going to offer them 1,000 solutions because it's not going to make sense. But we're going to go with a few core products that make sense for the conservative play, the moderate play, and then one that works for the aggressive play.
Yeah, I think like in terms of like life insurance, custom whole life, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Can you let the audience know the difference between like a term and a whole life?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, we could even just break it into 2 categories. You have term insurance and then you have cash value, right? Yeah. So people love cash value because it builds up a savings, which is good. They like the idea of being able to pull from it in case of emergencies, and they like the fact that, in some cases, depending on how it's structured, your payment's going to be fixed for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
Right. What they don't like about cash value is that it could be very cost prohibitive, right? So it's expensive, right? It's a very expensive product, and depending on how you take draws from the account, from the policy, it could implode the policy sooner than anticipated. So it just depends on how that works. With term insurance, what people like is that you can get a ton of coverage for very little dollars. But what they don't like is that term insurance expires, and there's no inherent savings built in. So what we provide is solution. It's more of a hybrid solution. So we do term insurance with investments, which allows them to get the affordability, the price point, tons of coverage as they need it during the period of their high responsibilities. But in life, you never have a permanent responsibility, right? So it's about blending the two ideas together, where you can have the affordability, high protection, low cost. At the same time, you're also investing into the market, which is going to outpace any cash value. And the reason why I say that is because, cash values, they say it's based on the market, right? It's not in the market, but it's based on the market. So if it's based on the market, it's probably not going to return the market returns, because it's like returns. It's not the return. It's very similar to the returns,
right?
Which means that if I'm getting an action, it's kind of like if I have a Mercedes, I'm getting Mercedes quality. But if I have like Mercedes quality, then it's going to be.
I get it. That's good.
It's tracking it, but it's not going to be the same.
Got you. And then, a lot of people, they claim that, if you go with us, we protect you from the downside of the market. What does that mean?
Yeah. So a lot of times with those strategies, right, they say, well, when the market goes down, then your returns go to zero, or your returns freeze, right? So you'll get stopped at zero. So let's say, for example, the market's -5 or -10%. So if you have X amount of dollars in cash value, it's going to get locked in at zero. So you just won't lose, right? But the other side of that is that, yes, the market returns get locked at zero, like they get capped at zero, but the fees don't disappear, right? So when the market's going down, yes, you're at zero, but you have to subtract the fees after it goes to zero, which means you're still going to be technically at a loss because there's still fees built into it.
Oh, but is that the same fees every month, or is it like when it go down, there's certain fees?
No, it's the same fees. Like the fees just don't go away. Kind of like,
but they just dollar cost, long term, those fees.
Yeah. So if you look at any strategy, and again, every policy is written a little bit differently, but typically when you're looking at those strategies, there's always going to be different illustrations. And the illustration that gets overlooked is the guaranteed illustration. So whenever I'm looking at something, I was like, okay, well, what's guaranteed? If you can't guarantee it, so if it's not guaranteed, then you're probably better off to be in the market, which is also not guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
right?
It's so funny. Everyone wants a guarantee in this life, but nothing is really guaranteed. It's
Nothing's
literally
guaranteed.
and it's, I don't know. I'm in the marketing space, social media and stuff like that. So a lot of people, they think, hey, if I do A, B, and C, I'll get the same result as the next guy.
Right.
It's not.
Right. And so if you look at those policies, always look to the guarantee.
Yeah.
Because again, if you're not going to guarantee it, I might as well go to the market, which is also not guaranteed, but my returns are going to be potentially much better in that, right? So, and I'm not getting double feed. In other words, if I'm in the market, I have my investment fee, which with whatever firm I'm using, I have their sales charges or expenses, whatever's built in.
Yeah.
But I don't have insurance expenses tied in with my investment.
Right.
Make sense? So when I look at the guarantees on those policies, and if you review them, every single one of the guarantees always shows you what they guarantee. And it says in there, this policy, based on the guaranteed returns, will terminate in this many years. And what that means is you've eroded all your returns, all your cash values back to zero, and your policy is going to terminate because there's not enough to keep it sustainable. So you got to think of those cash values that gets built up into those policies as an overdraft account. So when you're not paying enough into the policy,
it's negative.
It's negative. So back in the day, in the early part of this, a couple decades ago, we had the mortgage crash, right, of 2008, right? So one of the mortgages that was sold during that time were the negative amortization loans,
Mm.
the NEGAM loans,
Yeah.
which basically meant I get to pick a payment. So I could pick a super low payment, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can get this multi-million-dollar house, but I'm paying I'm not even paying enough to cover the interest.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not making enough of a payment to cover interest, where are they going to get the difference from the equity of the house?
Damn.
Well, when the equity's imploded,
Dries out. Yeah.
it dries out. And if I'm still not making enough of a payment to cover at least the interest,
Mm-hmm.
then I lose the house. I foreclose. And that's what happened in 2008. That's exactly how cash value policies work. If you're not covering enough to cover the fees and expenses of the policy to keep it sustained, they're going to take it out of the equity, aka cash value. And once the cash value runs out, your policy runs out.
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, that's wild. Okay, so I heard another thing that you could be your own bank, and if you have certain type of life insurance policy, what is that?
Yeah, so that's something that's going around right now. But it doesn't make sense if you think about how the banks work.
Mm-hmm.
How do the banks make money?
They're lending you money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which means they're making money because I'm charging my client interest.
Right.
So if I'm my own bank, why would I charge myself interest? It seems counterintuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, would you borrow your own money and pay yourself interest?
Nah, I don't. I mean, I don't know how that works.
In other words, if you say, okay, I have $100 in this pocket,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna borrow from this pocket so I could have $100 here.
Mm.
But when I have to return this $100 back to my other pocket, I got to pay back $110.
Mm.
But where are you getting the extra 10?
Yeah, where?
From yourself.
Oh shit.
So why would you charge yourself if it's going to the same
Right.
pocket? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Right.
Like, because that's how the banks make their money. It's like, well, they earn based on the interest that clients are paying. So like I said, credit card. You just said it earlier with
Mm-hmm.
the credit card game. It's like,
Oh, I want to be a credit card company.
right. And why is that?
It's just interest.
Because it's just interest,
free,
right?
Free labor, free work. Free
Correct.
money.
So, but if you were Visa or MasterCard or any one of these big companies,
Mm-hmm.
would you charge yourself interest?
No.
No, because it's like
Zero money.
there's zero profit. It's like
Yeah.
there's no money to be made if I'm paying myself
Yeah.
what's in one pocket to the other pocket. There's nothing to be made.
Yeah.
So being my own bank doesn't make sense from that context.
Oh, I see. You're still borrowing from yourself.
It's right.
What about like those people that do like margins? So like they borrow from their investment.
That's different.
Is that like a be your own bank thing or no?
That's different because you're borrowing against so you're borrowing against a securities product. It's a little bit different. The way the securities business is a different game than the insurance business.
Gotcha.
Way different. And again, the be your own bank philosophy is typically tied to insurance policies, not tied to investment products. Like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, things like that. They don't typically talk about be your own bank in the context of that. They usually refer to life insurance policies when they're talking about that.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that clears up a lot. Because, a lot of people like say buzzwords, certain things to get attention, sell products, but a lot of time the consumer doesn't understand it fully.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, like people growing up in America, financial education is not really a priority.
Mm-hmm.
Might be an agenda, might be something, to, for the credit card company. I don't know, but like, like it's definitely like, like a big barrier.
No, it's a huge barrier. And again, going back to that example of being your own bank, well, if I'm, let's say, doing a real estate play, well, I can, take equity out of my house and go buy another house. And then that investment, if my house is paid off, let's say my house is zero debt, right? If it's zero debt, all I have is taxes on the, which is super minimal, right? If my house is paid off free and clear, what are the taxes on that? Almost nothing per year, right?
Yeah, it's like
very little.
Skinny.
Correct. And you could be certain, almost certain, I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but you could be almost certain that every year you're going to be making more in equity than you are, having fees or expenses on the house if it's paid off free and clear.
Yeah.
Right. So in that instance, then maybe it makes more sense in that play. But if you try to do the same thing on your insurance, you have, mortality expense fees, you have policy fees, you have commissions, you have all these things that are baked into the fee structure of the policy that make it impossible to mimic what you could do in real estate in that example.
I like the way you approach investment in securities. I feel like you're going at it like a very moderate, because a lot of people, they do a lot of big claims, a lot of buzzwords, but it's like it kind of paints a different perception,
Yeah.
and that might get them in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, everybody likes to get rich quick, right?
Yeah, yeah,
But there's no get rich quick. I mean, we were talking about this earlier, where it's like everybody wants the free ride and everybody wants to get something without putting in the work.
yeah,
But you can't. There's a price you're gonna have to pay.
yeah.
Right.
Even for my run across America, I was like, "Holy cow! There's no shortcut.
No.
Just how fast you can go."
That's it. And you had to put in the prereq work to get into that.
Yeah.
You had to prepare for it. You had to, train for it. You had to put in the work to get to the point where you could do that.
Yeah.
To hit that goal, right? Same thing with everything in life.
Yeah. I mean, the first part of that thing, I was struggling. The second part was a lot easier. The second part I was doing 30 miles a day.
And that was easier.
Yeah. Because like the first like 2.5 months,
right,
it was like bad. Because my body wasn't used to it at all.
And do you find that that in the business world, like people are like that? Like they see, they hear
it's
you.
So funny,
right?
In the business world,
yeah.
A lot of people talk in the business world,
right?
But then like they don't do anything,
right? And
it's like it's like hilarious. It's like I was like I have a lot of like friends. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go post every day for the next 6 months. Talk a big game,
right?
And they miss the next day. I'm like, okay, well, but
right.
There's so many of those people.
Yeah.
There's just so many. Like, it's like hilarious. I think that's why 90% of entrepreneurs fail, because they say things and then they don't deliver.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, that's just the game.
It's not that they can't do it.
It's just like
they just don't have the consistency to make that happen.
I think it's just like everyone has a different pain tolerance, stress tolerance, capacity.
Right.
So for me, I mean, I'm not saying like I'm like super successful. I'm pretty okay at what I do.
Yeah, right? For sure.
But like I come with the mindset of like, if everything goes wrong, it doesn't matter to me. Like,
but it's funny though. Like again, I go back to what you did, man. Dude, you got to a point where you put the work in. Yeah. You busted your butt for however long it took you. Yeah. To build your tolerance to the point where you could run 30 miles a day.
Yeah, because I was like, no matter what happened with this life that I have right now.
That's it.
But I ran across America.
Bro.
It's only a handful of people that could do that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but how much work did you put in to get there? Tons, right?
A lot.
How many people in the space of business, entrepreneurship, they get frustrated when they say, I want to do the same thing.
Yeah.
They don't put the work in. And then they're like, man, I can't run 30 miles, man. This thing doesn't work. Yeah. It's like, bro, you ran a mile today. You ran a half mile today.
Oh yeah, most people talk so much shit they can't even run a mile.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like they don't put the work in, but they want the 30-mile recognition.
Yeah.
For a half mile worth of work.
Yeah, like what's funny? I used to have like all high ticket clients, but as I'm expanding my products line and stuff like that, I'm starting to get low ticket clients for the last 8 months. I got first time in my life getting low ticket client. It's kind of funny. Like they like it when I yell at them.
Wow.
Like high ticket client, super respectful, chill, invoice paid right away, blah, blah. Low ticket client, I'm like, whoa. It's like a robbery.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? But it's like I see why you're a low ticket.
Wow.
Like you wanna take, and you don't even want to give to your clients.
Wow.
So like they're coming with like a robbery mindset. It's like hilarious. Like I don't know, I could talk so much shit on low ticket.
No.
But I actually made a couple of my low ticket become a high ticket.
Yeah, well, I think in that case they weren't. They were high vibrational.
Yeah.
But just getting started, right? Because there's high vibrational people and low vibrational people, right?
Yes.
And I think that's really what it is. Because I think a lot of times people, they want to get the clients or the people working with their company that are super high level, that are already successful, but you're missing the people that have it in them. Like in other words, everyone's going to be a Kobe Bryant. The right people will be Kobe Bryant, but you have to find them when they're not super successful yet, but they have the success inside of them already.
Yeah.
Not everyone's going to be like that, right? Yeah. But that's how you did it. You found people that were high vibrational level, but they maybe were just low ticket. They were at the starting point.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, some of them been there for years. They're stuck.
Wow.
But it was just me like saying some stuff. Like I'm not enough to be a coach yet. I'm still like going through the motion.
Yeah.
But I'm like a little bit ahead.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, hey, do this.
Yeah.
I did this. It worked. and they did it. It worked. So you know, it's like
they weren't afraid to put the work in. Like they had the
yeah,
desire to do it.
yeah, yeah. Even
They,
though they're low ticket, talk a lot. They
yeah.
still some of them really do, and the one that doesn't just fall off. Like before, I used to be really attached to people's results,
Mm,
and
that's good.
that was like burning me out. And I was like, wait,
Yeah. No,
they're not
man.
even going to put the work. I'm not going to handhold them.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you know, recently I've discovered I have a
Mm,
skill to make people famous or
wow.
make you know like people with like ads and stuff, and they get really
Mm,
high revenue.
yeah.
I was like, wait, so I have the key now.
Mm.
Do I really want to give it to this person?
Oh, wow.
So like it's a different like perspective shift for me too. I'm just
That's true.
like think about it. You have a bar of gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a low ticket like being annoying to you, then you're like, no.
Well, yeah, because it's going to be a waste of that investment,
Yeah.
right? Like if I heard this before, and I think this is kind of what you're talking about, where it's like, money doesn't make you any more than what you already are.
Yeah, like this not every dollar is a good dollar.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you're low level and you just have a bad blueprint,
Yeah.
me giving you more money is a bad investment.
It's like a amplifier.
It's an amplifier. Exactly
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's so crazy because like I see it too in my clients that are like coming out of
Yeah.
being a low ticket to high ticket.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have clients that it's funny. It's like it's for their first time seeing money, they act hella crazy. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I was the same when I first like, you know, I had like 2 6-figure months,
Mm.
and then I had like, you know, it was like when I first started, it was like crazy. It was like nothing to 20K a month to 30K to 40K a month. Like
Right.
it was like steady grind. I was like,
Right.
whoa. And I was going ham. I was spending like $500 per dinner here and there. You know,
Right.
it was wild. But I mean, just last month I spent 33K or something like that on the yacht event
Oh, that's
for
right.
a day.
Your Miami event.
Yeah, it's a mastermind, but actually my birthday. You know?
Right. Right.
So I got the sickest yacht in Miami.
Dang.
But I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's just like whatever happened, I'm always gonna be happy because I got my main goal that I wanted to run across America. You know what I'm talking
Dang.
about? It's like
Yeah.
when you're like the biggest bucket list thing is checked. Everything else, I could be patient.
Man, that's such a that's great insight, right? Like if you chase the money, you probably are not going to get it. But if
Yeah.
you chase goals,
Yeah.
the money's a byproduct of how bad you want to hit your goals, right? Like
Yeah.
when you love something enough to run after it, like in your case, it was chasing the marathon.
Yeah.
And I want to do this, but the byproduct of that, because you were doing what you were passionate about,
Yeah.
the money followed.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people were just buying my product just so they could see if I will actually run across America or not. Because on the thing, I was like, yeah, so it's products like this, a lot more expensive, but you know, you're gonna support me on this, boom, boom. So
Right.
they do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the next one, we're doing something bigger. So you know,
Dang.
yeah.
Can you share, or is it top secret?
I don't know. It's kind of crazy because like I'm figuring like I used to like chase after deals every month, but now I have recurring revenue.
Mm.
It kind of makes me lazy, to be honest. Like when you wake up, you're like, oh, paid.
Right.
But I was like, I used to get paid like a couple thousand per day.
Right.
But now it's like a couple hundred like every day. It's kind of weird. You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about?
yeah.
It's like, but I need to get out of that mindset because the low ticket is supposed to be a subscription, low volume, so it pays all the bills. I can focus on growing the business,
Mm.
right? But sometimes I get caught up in it. You know, it's like, I don't know. Like, you know what I'm talking about? When you wake up, you're hungry, you try to make some money.
You need a project.
I need the next, you know, run across America.
Right, the next big goal.
Whatever it is. You know?
Right, and you see that with a lot of actors, right? Like, they make huge sums of money, right?
Mhm.
It's like, well, and I'm talking about the really successful ones, like the legacy actors and actresses, right?
Yeah.
They make huge money, but why do they keep putting out movies?
Yeah.
Because it's a passion project. Like, I just want to keep producing.
Yeah. Well, now I'm getting into 3D, like 3D, like videos and stuff.
No way.
So it's more, I don't know, it's like a different thing. Before it was like cinematic. Now
Yeah.
it's 3D because it's like, oh my God, I could design a world,
Oh, wow.
you know?
How'd you get into that?
I don't know. It's just like, it's just the next phase. I don't know.
But how do you even start researching that? Like, that's such...
After Effect. I don't know.
Wow.
It's just like, I don't know, like, I'm just kind of caught up in it because like the thing is, with cinematic, you need like lighting, you need, right? But
Mhm.
with the other side, you just like need your mind. You can shape the world like the way you want, or the video, or whatever, you know, the vision.
Wow.
But yeah, I know I like 3D now.
No, it's wild. I mean, I think, but even from that standpoint, I mean, that's the Hollywood approach, right? I mean,
Yeah,
isn't that what they're doing now? It's like,
yeah, most of it's like 3D AI stuff
yeah,
like
they don't
that.
need sets, traditional sets.
Yeah, yeah, and I still love telling people story, helping people tell story on podcasts and
Hmm.
stuff like that. Because we have a couple podcast clips that like we did for our clients,
Hmm.
and they got like millions of views.
Wow,
But it actually changed their whole life, though. It's like
really?
their business blew up, their page, like a lot of things like that. But they tell a genuine story with pain, with emotion
Yeah.
on the podcast. Some people actually cry on the podcast when we like this.
Dang,
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's pretty good,
that's
like.
awesome.
But storytelling, I like that still. That's like the reason why I started the media company because
Mm.
like to tell story like the Pursuit of Happiness style.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's important, man. And there's so much good in the world, and I think sometimes, like, I think that's what the world needs are people that want to genuinely do good and provide a great service.
uh
Because there's a lot of negativity out there now,
oh yeah, I mean
tons of
especially in
negativity.
like a recession like right now, like there's
Yeah,
blood in the street. Got my car stolen.
and that's what sells headlines, unfortunately,
Yeah.
right? And I think sometimes, and it's funny. I was talking to a couple people recently, and their kids were, they were talking about the schools that they go to, and they're like, "Oh my God, that school's a horrible school," and then the other one's like, "No, no, I heard that that's a horrible school." And it's funny, like it's easy to buy into the negativity
Hmm.
of one's perspective, but I've never heard say, "No, man, you have a great school. No, 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 your school is better," or
Yeah.
"Man, your city." Like it's funny when you hear people talk about their city sometimes. Oh man, this city, I want to move out, man. It's dead in this city.
Hmm.
But then if you talk to the other person that wants to move to your city, heck, I want to move out of my city into your city because it's always there's so much going on, so much perspective, so much.
Yeah. I
But if your perspective is stagnant or your perspective is negative, that's all you're going to see around you.
No, you're so right because I have a couple friends
Hmm.
that their city is not doing so well, but
Hmm.
they decide to be the guide for their city.
Mm.
So that's very honorable.
Yeah.
Because I was like, and then they become the guy, and I don't know whatever business they do, they have like 12,000 people signed up to their recurring monthly program.
Right.
12,000.
There's always good to be seen, and it's like sometimes you have to work a little harder to change your perspective
Yeah.
to get there. But it's really it. I told my group the other day. I said, "You're not living your life.
Yeah.
You're not living your life. I'm not living my life. What we're living
Mhm.
is the perspective of our life."
Mm.
Right? So if you're living in that perspective, then just shift.
Yeah.
Is it negative? Is it positive? Like if you're living a very, very negative life,
Mhm.
I guarantee you there's somebody else in the same room that's not living a very negative life, and they're literally feet away from each other.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you? Just shift your not that bad things aren't happening. Of course bad things are happening, but are you focused on the perspective that's negative?
I like that actually. That's actually a really good perspective. That probably takes a lot of reflection to get there.
Oh, for sure.
Because like that's so true though. Like you go to a poor country or Philippines, Vietnam, my country,
Yeah.
Vietnam. Like there's a lot of people there just they don't have much. They're happy.
Yeah.
But you can't buy that though. You can't buy that happiness.
No, you can't.
Hmm.
You just have to choose. You almost have to choose to be happy.
Yeah.
I choose to be
Oh,
just
it's
like
hard. It's hard to be happy too.
bro. Look, I mean, you go on any freeway in America. It's like it's sometimes real hard during rush hour traffic to be happy, right? But you have to. But if you make that conscious choice to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to find the good.
Mhm.
I'm going to find the positive in whatever situation. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough, but you almost have to remind yourself every day, hey, you know what? Whatever I'm going through right now, it's happening for a reason,
Uh-huh.
and something good is going to come from it. I don't know what,
Mhm.
but there's always going to be something good happening, even from the worst of situations.
Yeah. This too shall pass.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a story you ever heard of that, but it was like a king with a ring or something, and every time it's like, whether it's happiness or sad season or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
this too shall pass.
No, it's true, man. I think it was Alex Ramosi that said this. He talked about the power of diminished returns,
Yeah.
and he said that when something's happening to you right now in this moment,
Mhm.
it really impacts you right now,
Yeah.
right? And maybe the people around you, they're going to be talking about it. It's like a news cycle, right? And it's right now for the next maybe week. It's what's hot. It's trending. It's like it's
Yeah.
really hard. In 6 months, they talk about it less. In 6 years, you have to remind people.
Yeah.
In 60 years, no one's going to know and no one's going to care.
Yeah. No, that's 100%.
right? So it's like you just have to get through it quick and let go fast
Yeah.
because literally in 60 years, no one's going to even care.
Yeah. I mean, what really messed with my mind was like I was able to did 6 figure in like a month
Mm-hmm.
before. I was like, it's like the whole world perspective shift because I come from a poor family.
Yeah,
I was like, wait,
that's huge, bro.
I was like, I've been trying to replicate that
Yeah.
ever since I come back from a run. No success so far. Last month was only like 60 something, but no, we need to hit 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you will. You will because you're providing massive value
Mm-hmm.
for people. And that's
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm hopefully like everything go as planned for the app.
Yeah.
Sign 10,000 people. That's $1 million a month.
Bro, the definition, the real definition of entrepreneurship, the true definition of entrepreneurship is this. It's a win-win, right? So if I can provide you way more value than what you're paying for,
Mhm.
then we have entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing. And I've seen you do it, man. I mean, since we met over a year ago,
Yeah.
I've seen you have this idea, this concept of what you wanted to create,
Mhm.
but you never said, man, I can't wait to have a low value item
Yeah.
that I'm selling for high ticket prices. It was always like, dude, I have this concept, this idea
Yeah.
that I want to help a ton of people because I know how to do it.
Mhm.
And I've cracked the code, so to speak, in terms of the product.
Mhm.
I'm going to provide this super high level product, but make it accessible to everybody. That was what you told me over a year ago.
Yeah.
And you stuck to that. You didn't try to fleece people, try to get over on
Nope,
people. It was
same
always
thing.
that. But that's why you're going to win because you are the embodiment of entrepreneurship where I'm going to provide the value and I'm going to make sure that I'm giving you way more than you're paying for.
Yeah. You come back.
Then you come back. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you've done it. You're doing it.
Yeah. That's how I was able to fund all my yacht events.
Right.
Those things are expensive, and I get a good deal on the yachts when I rent them.
Man.
And then, like when I ready to buy my Lambo,
Mhm.
I'll get super good deals because I know the plugs.
Yeah. But even at that, think about your yacht event. It's like what you provided value wise was
Yeah.
way more than what they paid to get in.
Oh, of course. Like the two most expensive yacht in Miami.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no way. Like I mean, I'm sure some of them are 8-figure entrepreneur on that.
Of course.
Well, 7 figures. They could get it.
Right.
But it's more fun when you do it with friends.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like,
Of course.
imagine being on like the Wally, the best yacht, whatever, by yourself. It's kind of sad.
There's no winning in that.
Yeah.
There's no victory when you're by yourself.
Oh yeah, it's hard.
Yeah. No, heck no. No, you did great with that. I mean, I was watching the clips on it. It was amazing. And again, it was successful because you had people that you brought with you.
Yeah, and the people that come back, they were like, "Oh, dude, I had my biggest month. I came back."
Wow.
You know, they were like, "Oh, I guess I was trying to educate my Instagram followers about this. Not to buy anything. I just showed them cool shit, and they buy shit." God, I was like, that's just really how the world works.
Well, bro, you created environment. Environment is everything, bro, and that's what you created.
Yeah.
You created an environment. And it wasn't the yacht.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the people. It was the combination of the yacht with the people.
Yeah.
Right?
It was like everyone's first time being on a badass yacht.
Right.
They're like, so like the energy is super high. They're super excited.
Bro, and that's the thing. If you just had the people without the yacht, it wouldn't have worked. If you just had the yacht without the people, it wouldn't have worked. And by the way, you probably couldn't replicate that same exact thing ever again. So like if you missed it,
no, I can't replicate.
You can't
we're
replicate.
We're doing the Jet Mastermind next.
But yeah, and that's the thing. You're gonna have another one, but to do that exact one again, it's not gonna have the same vibe.
Yeah, it's not.
The private jet one's gonna be next level. I can't wait to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, man. It's just like the vibe is different. Like everyone's happy. It's like it's I don't know. I like that. That's just like kind of like a good. Like you think about it, like you're gonna die anyway. Like like just enjoy the finer thing of life. Plus, you get badass content, which will lead to you getting more sales.
Yep.
But the experiencing of the higher end lifestyle, getting a taste of it, would just motivate you a lot more.
Do you find that in some of the things that you're doing now, these are like again bucket list things that you're doing? Whether it's running the marathon or doing the yacht event or even doing the private jet event. Do you find that now that you're doing it, it becomes easier and easier to create events and environments like that now that you've done it?
Like the yacht one. I just put it on my story. It sold out the same day.
See, so what's crazy about that is that a lot of people I find, they have goals and dreams.
Yeah.
huge goals and dreams,
Yeah.
but they don't even execute. They don't even take the first step to find out if what's possible to do it.
Yeah.
And so they die with those dreams, right? But once you find out, like the first time I bought my exotic, right? I bought my very first exotic.
Huh.
It was crazy to me, like to even think, like I've always wanted one,
Yeah.
but it was always one of those things like I'm not even gonna research because it's so far out of reach. But once a good friend of mine coached me up on how to get it,
Mm-hmm.
and he showed me how to do it, and I got it. It was scary,
Yeah.
but once I got it, I was like, that was easy.
Yeah.
What the heck? I could do it again and even get it done even faster, get a bigger one. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like it's less scary when you just take the first step.
Yeah.
Because then you realize that you were afraid of nothing.
You know, it's like if you just take the first step and you're like competing at a high level, you just realize that it's not that crowded. Like everyone knows everyone. Like
Yeah.
at the level up right there, everyone kind of knows everyone. It's kind of hilarious.
Right.
It's like, hey, look, I saw you there. I saw you there. But it's like, it's just crowded at the bottom. You know, a lot of noise.
It's super noisy. And it's funny because when you get to that level, you do laugh and you're like, oh, you made it. Oh my God, I can't believe. Yeah, I know, man. It was easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you look back, guys, it's easy.
Yeah.
No, it's scary. No. Trust me. Just take that step.
Yeah, I mean, you're way up here. I'm just climbing to the next level for me, like level 3, you know?
Right.
From level 1. You're like probably level 11. You're exotic, you know? I'm trying to get it by the end of the year.
Oh, you're going to get it.
Yeah. I'm just doing it for like, I don't know. For me, like life is fun now. It's like a game. It's not like, I don't take anything serious anymore. Because it's like, it's really not. Like, okay, what happened if you fail? Oh, you go bankrupt. Oh,
right.
All the money get washed away. You start again. What the heck?
Right.
Only in America does this happen.
Only in America.
So you get like a new chance every couple of years. Wow. Whoa.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
And what's crazy, if you fail, nobody really cares.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're going to try again.
As long as you try again, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, even if don't care, I don't care, you know what I'm talking about? Like, 'cause to me, like, I will forever ground back to like, oh, when I had to run across America. Like,
right.
Like, that is my, like, that's the foundation forever. I know we got carried away a little bit, but let the audience know where they could find you, what you do, and how you can help them, and let's close this out.
Yeah, for sure. So you can find me on Instagram at the Memo Martinez. Yeah, man, we're here all across the United States. So if you want to be part of a winning team, if you want just guidance, if you just have questions, reach out. We're always here to help you. Our mission is to make an impact in America. Ultimately, globally, we want to just help people with their financial needs, and even beyond that, man, we just want to help people to live a better quality of life. One of my taglines for my Instagram, I always say is you got to live wealthy, right? So what does that mean? That means you live in abundance, right? So we want to help people to live in abundance. Let's crack the code together and let's go win.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching this podcast. And if you want to reach or get to financial freedom, reach out to Memo right here, and we'll put his Instagram somewhere over here.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right.